Are you unmuted?
Right here.
All right. All right. Okay, so we started off with Ellywick getting a present from the squirrel, brought her that wand. Then we continued on down the road. We ended up getting, on our second night of camping, we ended up getting attacked by an owl bear, which we actually did surprisingly well against. And then from there, we just continued on down. We made it to a crossroad and took the left trail towards Falaviel or Agatha's house. And then Morose took the box, went inside, gave it to the Banshee, and tried to deceive everyone. And I think Marielle, I don't know who else went into the house. Then the door closed behind Agatha and said that she gave him his one question. And that's where we ended.
Alrighty. So yeah, we're in Agatha's hut. You guys, or Frost asked Agatha the question, and now you guys are back. And she has said you had your question, you got your answer, and you guys feel squirrel cold. What you doing? What you thinking? What you feeling?
Cold, apparently.
I want to repeat that. You got all the dice in my hand right now.
We are streaming. It's just not showing on Firefox. Firefox must be screwed. Yay!
Woo.
Woo!
Tell that to Agatha?
Okay. Can I attempt to make a persuasion check to convince her to give us another question?
Sure. What are you trying to tell her? Like,
I will go with, oh, beautiful Agatha. Our friend here must have been so caught up in your beauty that he did not ask you the correct question. So we beg of you to let us ask one more of your beautiful countenance.
So Agatha swirls into being in front of you. You feel a feeling of dread that grips you, and the light flickers around you, and you see a female elf, hair and robes weaving a spectral wind. Again, she was probably beautiful once, but she looks absolutely furious. And she says, "All right, give me your name."
I am Lut Heldor.
And she takes it from you and says, "Thank you. You have been renamed now." And give me a second to roll for a name for you. Please pause while we have technical difficulties.
You didn't like that name, right?
So now I'm a different person?
She seems rather literal.
Yeah, you found that out, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, you can talk again. You can say all your witty things now. I unmute the mic.
Moment is lost.
Moment's lost now.
Why would you mute the mic?
Is that working for something?
I was like, I got nothing. My cool loot holder name, which apparently I didn't even realize was a thing, is going away now.
Yeah, your name is now Liam Whitley.
Liam Whitley?
Was Liam Visa?
If any of you get taken, I'm all good.
I misspelled that. That's how it'll be from now on.
With Lily?
Yes, I misspelled it, but it's good. But that is your new name. And she says, "Your name is now Liam Whitley. What question do you ask?"
Okay, what we were supposed to ask her about. The book.
Bojangles. Whoa.
Bo Gentle Spellbook.
Wow, that was a really good effect. The echo.
Oh, Agatha, we wish to know the location of Bo Gentle Spellbook.
She says to you, "The spellbook is the hands of the Lich Serenoth in Erebor. He holds it still as he held it then." And she just kind of looks at you. That is your answer.
Erebor?
Yeah. Iriaebor. Erebor.
Is that a location?
That is a location. And that is what Sister Grelly had asked for, the location of that book and the lich that holds it.
How do you spell that again?
IRIABBOR.
Tubi.
There are too many vowels in that for that to be a word.
He's a Serenoff fellow.
I will just write it down. IR.
That was neat.
Okay, I copied it right. Still doesn't look like a word.
Shut your face.
I like it.
Liam Whitley, you do not know how long that will be your name, and all those in the party will refer to you as such. It's as if you never held the order.
Man, that name is so cool.
So, you guys have your answer. Agatha disappears from you. She's now gone. You no longer feel cold in there. You can return now to Sister Grelly with the information, and that will answer her question. So what'd you do? Oh, also take 200 experience, everybody.
Quick, everyone, get out.
Ooh, just 20 short of
So close.
So
200?
Yep,
I think
That
we
was
need
200 total?
it's 200 per person. What?
I think we need to revisit the whole what went on when someone entered earlier, since
I think perhaps it might be best to leave the Banshee's presence before we discussing these things.
Everybody out.
Yep.
'Cause I'm like running out.
I'm following.
That was scary.
Did I drop my D20 on the ground?
no.
Where it's at?
There we go. All right, I got my cam working.
All right, I'm gonna leave with them.
Oh, gee, where'd Lut go? I was
I'll
off
be right back.
sort of
I'm
in
gonna get
the daze for a
water.
while. And who is Liam? You have a specific set of skills?
So, who's gonna get kidnapped?
Right?
Who's gonna get kidnapped? I'm gonna go kick some butt.
Rose, talk.
Sorry, I was taken so long.
Can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No.
No one can hear me?
I got nothing.
I know why.
No.
Can you guys hear me now? Yes?
Still
No?
nothing.
Nothing.
What?
Can you hear
Trying
me?
to. Can't hear Morose.
Let me.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna relog. All right. How about now?
Yep.
Yay! Did some device changing. We're good though.
What was the name of the witch?
There we go.
What was the name of the witch?
Yeah, I'm typing notes for once.
Oh, the necromancer that Agatha mentioned?
Yes.
Serenoff? Here, I'll just write it down.
Did you say witch or lich?
Lich.
Lich.
Whichever you please.
Wah, wah.
Those are
Okay. My D&D notes. Those even still exist. Alright, I'm just trying to recap real quick. So,
Do we realize that she took his name, or are we just?
You realize that something happened, but the interaction makes no sense to you. You have the Bojentle's location, or the Bogentle spellbook location, but you didn't see the price paid for it, and you don't remember Liam Whitley as anybody else.
Quick to Neverwinter, I can change my name.
Yeah, so
So does anybody know where Erebor is?
No,
No, but I'm sure we could ask it.
Test, test, test,
Fandalen.
test, test, test. Test.
Where are we right now? Are we
Test,
just
test,
like
test, test,
a
test,
mile
test,
away or
test,
something?
test.
No, we went up
Test.
the path to
Test.
a
Okay,
far to the right
great.
up and then hit a split.
That
We
sounds
went
great.
left to Agatha, and if we had
Okay.
gone back and go right,
Check,
we're
check,
supposed to go to the watchtower and get rid of the undead.
No, after we
Ooh.
spoke with Agatha, are we all just still there, or are we gonna
Yeah,
like?
we're outside of the cabin.
Yeah, we left the cabin.
Side, yeah.
All right, but
Should
you're
we ask Moros why she said that a question had already been asked?
Yeah, what's up with that? Ross, you
remember.
were in there. What was that?
Huh?
You were in there. What was that question thing she was talking about?
I don't know. Must have been Banshee stuff.
So we already asked a question and got an answer.
Oh yeah, I was getting water come out my nose.
That's Banshee stuff.
Can we roll a deception insight against that?
Yeah, so Frost roll deception, and whoever is thinking that this is a lie, roll for your perception. Or insight. Roll for insight. You will. Alright. William?
What's that?
I think it's a vacuum.
I don't know.
I assume it's static or something like that, but it really does sound like a vacuum.
It's just someone's sensitivity for their mic is up way too high.
Yeah, it is. Okay. So
Wait,
William,
what do you want me to roll?
you'll roll deception.
Deception. That's great.
William and Lark, you are deceived.
So Falafel still thinks I'm bread.
Yep.
And I think that was all about Banshee stuff.
Yeah. It's fancy stuff being fancy stuff. Mariel, Liam, and ellywick, you are all thinking this is a lie. You see through it. So Frost, go ahead and continue role playing how you're convincing Lark and William, and everybody else, you can role play your insight. I mean, role play all you want. Just encouraging dialogue.
Banshee's weird.
I don't believe you at all. What was she talking about?
I mean, she was doing Banshee stuff. Maybe she did a spell to me. I don't know. I can't remember the stuff. I just went in there with the box, and then the box was gone. I asked if anyone was there. Oh, maybe it's because I was asked if anyone was there. But why would she think that's a question already? I don't know. She just confused the hell out of me. She's a Banshee.
She said she gave you your answer. So you must have gotten an answer from
Well,
her.
if I asked who's there and then she showed up, then she must have just assumed that was the question I was asking. Huh?
You said you didn't see her. You said you just came out. You didn't see her. So somewhere you're lying to us.
She's a Banshee.
And I
She's
don't know
ethereal. We didn't see her, but she came anyway when we talked to her. We didn't need to see her to ask her to appear again.
She said you got the answer though.
Right. So if I asked if anyone was there, that would be a question, and her showing up would be an answer. I mean, shit, she did something to, I don't know. I mean, what price did there pay? You know, we don't know what happened to him. How can I know what happened to me? Banshee doing Banshee stuff. That's what I said.
It doesn't seem that the Banshee had any ill will towards us at all. The question is why you might be lying to us.
She was angry at you.
I think
Oh,
that's
well.
just how banshees are,
Right.
like their persona. I don't know if she was really angry.
Banshee doing
Did anybody else feel like a wall of dread washed over them when she appeared?
Clearly, that's not being angry with us. Red is the sign of happiness, right?
I
No,
don't.
it's a sign of power.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a happy sign of power.
I still don't believe you. I think you're lying still.
Why would he lie to us?
Yes, why would he? We've been defending him this whole time. You'd think he'd have some honor.
Exactly. I told you I'd put my life down for you guys.
I should make some tea first.
Well, I never met a banshee before, so I completely believe you. I think that was just a crazy interaction.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the rest of it went super smooth anyway. I don't know exactly what happened, but I did ask if anyone was there, and I'm sorry if she counted that as a question. That was not my intention at all.
Yeah, I mean, Liam walked up and just said, "What is your name?" And then he said it. He said Liam, and then she was like, "Cool. What's your question?" I mean, banshees are weird.
They are weird.
I'm beginning to doubt you, Morose. All this talk about killing the Red Brand children, and now you're possibly lying to us? I think darkness may be clouding your heart.
I got some lightness too. I got a little bit of everything.
Well, let's not pretend that everybody is morally clean here. I mean, someone did steal a statue and not tell anybody about it.
Ooh, damn. Sick burn or slimy burn in your case, but
Gauntlet Road.
Yeah, but that only endangered himself. This seems like if we had known that the banshee was in there, we wouldn't have gone in again.
well, if you recall, nobody could, get finished with their conversation long enough to do anything. I was trying to do something for the group. I was trying to help the group, and I figured, if anything, take me down to one health point, kill me off, then you guys can heal me, and we just have a regular encounter. I didn't realize that banshees were so complicated. I'm a fighter.
Impulsive thinking may cause us issues in the future. You may want to wait until the group reaches a decision.
You know
before
what?
acting.
That's a very good point.
I need
I'll take that in
everybody-
consideration.
I need everyone to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Nothing bad ever happens to this.
Did we not get far enough?
Wait, everybody?
Did you say everybody?
9.
You said everybody.
Me, everybody.
Woo!
How many 20s?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh. Hold on, I need more dice.
That's always a good.
That's never good.
I like how half of us rolled over 20.
Okay.
And the other half rolled under 10.
Did you notice I got the double crit fail?
Yeah, I know.
Hey, that's taking up your bad luck for later, right? That's the way it works?
Although I think
No, I used the good luck with the roll to recap.
If anyone has inspiration and rolled low, before I tell you you rolled low, you're always able to re-roll or take the advantage on it. Sorry. Because I'll give you the second number.
I don't think that helps.
Could I take a third number?
No.
Aw.
Sorry, not like a halfling either. Okay. Anybody who rolled below a 13, which would be Liam, Lark, and Zerevex. I'm going to give you an option. You can take the rolled number, or you can take a set number of damage.
That's a great.
I'll take the set number.
You'll take the set number.
Yeah, I think set number's best.
Okay.
You scare me.
I'll join the crew.
So the set number of damage is 10 as you feel the dread envelop you and you hear a wail around you. You're still within the Banshee's area. She's not in front of you, but you hear just a horrifying, mournful wail.
what time of day is it?
We're on land.
Yeah, what time of day?
It's still morning, but she's not in sunlight.
Whale.
Maybe we shouldn't have had a picnic on her front lawn.
She's done no further thing. So
Like I said, Banshee's doing Banshee stuff. Let's get the hell out of
I
here.
second
Come on,
that.
guys.
Let's start running.
I do not feel so good right now.
Right away.
Do we
Let's
need
go.
to take care of anybody or carry anybody? Like, is anyone or
Is anybody down?
yeah?
if you're continuing forward to the bullywugs, you can continue on the trail in front of Agatha's hut. Or if you're going to the undead, you can obviously go back on that path. But you see a path before you that looks like it heads towards the swamp.
I think we're just running.
Let's
Yeah.
run that way, because we need to go to the swamp anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
let's
true.
run towards the swamp. Taking off. Run.
As you pass 5 miles beyond Agatha's hut, the feeling of dread is gone. There's no more coldness to the air. It's as if you were never by the banshee. But if you were damaged, you're still damaged. Like you were never there.
How's everybody doing? Do we need to take care of anybody?
I'm on 6 points.
So does anybody need healing? That seems scary. Is
Maybe
everybody okay?
take a short rest.
Well, depends what we're gonna run into next.
Well, we started heading towards the bullywugs, right? Or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Because we want to help Liam with his.
Not Liam.
No. Okay.
Sound is not doing good today.
Nope.
No, it's not.
I think a short rest would be good, though.
Yeah. I mean, there's some people who could really use to expend a hit die.
Thankfully, even after taking the 10, I still have 13.
Jealous of your hit points.
What are you at?
Oh, I'm at 21. But lose 10 and still be at 13, I would enjoy that.
Oh, wow. Okay, I can hear you guys again.
Yeah, if a 2x4 hit me, I'd be down.
Yay.
Hello?
Well, don't
Wait,
go
what
poking
thing?
around any woodcutter
I
sheds.
hear you guys.
Okay. We need to get caught up because we were out for like 2 minutes.
So whenever we
We
started
ran-
running, that's about the time that it
Yeah.
went really quiet, which was really interesting.
Okay, so we ran and we got away. And nobody. We're not.
Ran so far away. Well, at least 5 miles away.
Yeah, we got
Okay.
5 miles away. And we no longer feel cold or fear. So we're out of the Banshees area, basically. And
Okay,
we're
good.
questioning whether or not we need to take a short rest or work on healing each other or something, because I'm basically taking a see how everybody is, because we heard the wail and just started running, as far as I'm concerned, because I didn't take any hit.
Yeah, so who got hit and how many hit points do you guys have?
I'm down to 6 hit points. So I could
I'm
definitely
also-
use a rest.
Yeah, I'm also at 6.
I think we should take a short rest.
Meanwhile, Zerevex is about at my maximum hit. Fuck rolls.
Hey, you and I are in the lead, man, and we
I
have the
know.
lowest hit points.
You and me, Liam. Bitly.
Yeah, you are awesome, Morose, at getting punched down like me.
So are we taking a short rest?
Yeah.
Cool.
While we're resting, can I look around to see if there are any creatures that are able to help or like look out for us?
Oh wait, you're on a short rest and not on a long rest.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
short one.
Short.
They're
Ooh.
having a bad day.
Well, I'm good to go.
I don't know, we got half of his lost HP back. That plus the con modifier isn't all bad.
No, that's less than half.
What's up, Steve
He already has a
Bandito?
lot of hit points. It doesn't really matter, right?
3 ones in a row.
You're going to roll really high later because that's the way that
You
probability
watch it.
works.
Okay, so what were you trying to do?
We're just doing a short rest, so I didn't think we need to really do watches.
You know,
but
what were you trying to do though?
Oh, I was going to see if there were any creatures nearby that could tell us the lay of the land or ask for help, like if there are any squirrels or anything, any small creatures.
Sure, you can roll for perception.
Doo-doo. Perception. There we go. Ooh, it's rough.
While you hear birds chirping and you hear the sound of general forest life, you don't see any specific creatures
Okay.
that you can pick out.
Did we run towards? Sorry, did we run towards the swamp or away from the swamp?
We were in towards it.
Towards it.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotta get to
Can
that
I
swamp.
forage for food around where we're resting?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you can forage.
What would that be again?
It would be your nature.
Nature? Okay. I guess.
While you can see that this is a healthy forest, you don't see anything in particular.
Can I forage as well?
Good, the pink X shows up. That's where you're at currently. Yep, you can forage.
Do I find anything?
You do. You find a lot of pine nuts. You also find some berries that look like they'd be nice and juicy
Connected.
and not poisonous.
Not
I
poisonous.
feel like I should say that.
Channel switch. Sound muted.
Like, how much weight-wise would you say?
You find about a half pound of pine nuts and about a half pound of berries.
Wondering what I can do to help the group. I don't need that. Actually, I've got that chisel, so I'm gonna look around for stones. If I can, I would like to look around for stones that I can fashion into arrowheads.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for it. You'll roll for perception.
Nope.
You do not find any.
Found bread. Inedible, moldy bread.
Yep. Okay. So
after our short rest, how's everybody feeling? Are we done short resting?
you guys, well, if anybody else wants to try anything, they can, but then you have to be done.
Well, I mean, technically Zerevex could. He's level 2, right?
Yep.
He could expend his second hit die if he has it. There's nothing that says you can't spend all your hit dice in one short rest.
I'm pretty sure you can only spend one hit die.
I'm pretty sure you can spend as many as you want.
Yeah, and you're supposed to be able to spend as many as you want, but I'm just going to use my lay hands and heal myself for an additional 5 points to make up for 5.
So how's everybody feeling? I could cure any wounds possibly if everybody's doing okay.
No, I'm at almost full, so
Yeah, I feel great. I'm ready to go.
my own spells.
Good. So I guess we should regroup. How are we still good going to go see the bullywugs and see if we can help Liam with his change?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Zerevex, not Liam.
Oh, Zerevex, sorry.
Yeah, Liam is totally nothing has ever happened to him.
That's right.
Totally
Well,
boring.
would we say nothing?
He did an
Right.
excellent job wrangling a banshee. I mean, it was awesome.
Yeah, had a conversation with the banshee.
Hey, I did too, apparently. Probably
Nothing
shouldn't bring
else.
that up.
I
All
glare
right,
at
let's
him.
go to the swamp thingy.
Nothing weird happening. It's great.
So we're walking?
Yeah, I guess.
Sure.
Sure.
What's your marching order? Who's walking where?
I'll take the head since they trust me.
I'm going to take second position.
I'll see.
I'll take 3.
I'll
Are we
stand
supposed to be-
calmly in the middle.
Are we supposed to be seeing something?
It
Oh,
was,
there we go. Sorry.
The middle.
Yeah, I'll be somewhere in the middle.
I feel like we need someone with lots of HP in the back.
I'll stay near the Mariella. Sorry.
so you guys are walking through the forest. Are you doing anything?
I'm keeping an eye out for any creatures that either could help or do us harm.
Zerevex, did you move yourself to the void?
Yeah.
Just
I
in
mean-
case that's not where you wanted to be.
I guess as we're walking, since I'm taking the head, I'm going to be extra perceptive, like looking in trees, looking for bushes that are rustling that shouldn't be rustling, that type of thing.
Alright. What is your passive perception? I know you're gonna be extra, I just want to know what your passive is.
But how do I find?
It should be on your thing.
Oh,
It's
passive 10.
10 plus.
Yep.
It's just 10? Okay. And you're actively looking. So go ahead and give me a
Yes.
perception check.
A perception check.
The forest seems still, but it's slowly turning into swamp. You're starting to see pitcher plants appear. The ground is getting wetter. You feel like your feet are sticking a little bit more. Generally, that's what everybody is starting to feel as well.
And swampy.
Yeah.
Good.
So, as you're walking, you start to hear laughter around you.
You said laughter?
That's ominous.
It's very high pitched, and it's very annoying. Like, Gretchen, cue the laugh track.
Can't spell slaughter without laughter.
God damn it.
Who's there?
Um,
I look for gnomes or whatever the hell ellywick is falling out of trees.
Can we make perception checks for figuring out if we can figure out where this laughter is coming from?
sure, you can make perception checks.
Ooh, I love perception
I'm
checks.
terrible at that. All right. Yeah, I did pretty well. -1.
How does that work?
Oh! It's like, there's bread! There's bread everywhere! Bread is laughing at me!
You have a warlock with a -2 wisdom modifier.
I'm sure it's just
What
Elliot.
could go wrong?
So anybody who rolled over 15, you hear the sound coming from very low in the trees. You don't see anybody, but you hear it. Anyone who is below a 15, the noise seems to surround you and has no pinpoint. As you continue forward, the trees start to crowd in amongst themselves, and the sunlight starts to leave. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to cast the light cantrip on my mace again.
Perfect. Go ahead and do it.
How dark is it getting?
It's starting to get dark.
Like
It's
low
starting-
light or
You would be
darkness?
low light right now, but it will be darkness.
okay?
Not low light anymore. Haha.
Before the terrain gets really different, do we want to take our rest now and put up a protection against this laughter? It seems like it's coming from the trees.
Is it
Fine, let's,
getting dark
but-
because of the trees, or what time of day is it?
You cannot tell what time of day it is now.
Do we really want to stay in this area for too long?
Actually, I wonder, does anyone hurry up a tree? They can see either head and or what time of day it is?
The laughter seems to be coming from the trees, so I don't think it's a great idea to go into their area just yet.
Well, and you fall out of them, so I would definitely roll.
If we knew where the laughter was coming from, we could probably try and talk to it.
Are there any tracks?
Do you want to roll for it?
Yeah, that would be
Survival.
survival.
You don't see any tracks on the trail at all.
So our short rest, was that morning or afternoon?
No, it was late morning.
Okay. So it's probably afternoon-ish now.
Yep. So,
What's down, like, does it keep getting darker the way we're going? Does it look like it gets more dense?
it looks like it's both more dense and more wet.
Okay, what's the condition of the path that we're currently in?
It's starting to get wet and sticky, like your feet are being pulled down a little bit with each step.
Right, but I mean, does it seem worn, or is it, is it well marked? Is it not well marked? What's the condition of it?
It looks like it's probably a hunting trail. It doesn't look very worn, but it looks well taken care of.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we soldier on, or do we burn the trees?
I like the way you. I don't know. We can soldier on.
I think we should continue.
Does anybody else want a light spell, by the by?
I'm in the front. I wouldn't.
Okay, I'm going to cast. What do you want it on?
How many spells do you have?
It's a cantrip, so infinite.
Infinite. Okay, one on each sword. So I
If
can.
I do that, I have some torches I don't need if anybody wants them.
Well, I have 10 torches too, but the light cantrip.
I was gonna say he's got an infinite cantrip. Yeah. See if you can imbue these swords, and I put them.
So,
Okay.
while you guys are lighting, anybody who has a passive perception above 10, you see a red streak on across the forest floor, like something passing by that has red to it.
On the
And you hear the
ground?
laughter again. Anyone with a passive perception above 10.
So
Was it,
11
like,
or higher?
scurrying
or
on
10
the
or
ground, or
11 or higher. What?
was it like scurrying on the ground, or did it like swoop past?
Where do I see my passive perception?
Underneath skills.
Yeah. So it would be about 3 feet above the forest floor. Now swamp floor, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine's.
I'm going to say, after, of course, lighting up at least one of Moroza's swords. Did anybody see that red streak over there?
I did.
And then
Yeah,
point.
I did.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Saw it.
I saw it.
Well, I highly doubt it's gonna be a red. They don't seem very mirthful.
It was too small to be. It seemed too low to the ground. There's no way it could have been a red brand, but
And unless they're recruiting fetuses.
well. But I really think we should hold off. It seems to be getting stickier, and if I get sucked under, I don't have very far to go.
Well, we are going to a swamp. It will be stickier there.
Is it getting darker even though we're just sitting or we're just standing here, or is it like this darkness is only getting darker the farther in we go?
It's only getting darker the further in you go.
Yeah, I say it can't be that late. We literally just took a nap right before noon. We've only been going a little while, so it can't be nighttime already. And if we wait longer, it will get darker when it comes night.
I think we should press on.
We could just send the bullywug in and see if he comes back.
Does anybody know what these creatures might be, if they, or what might cause such a streak?
Would I have any knowledge of that?
No, you would not.
Or me?
No. You, Falafel.
Yeah.
You would have knowledge of it.
Red bread.
What?
Awful. It's not bread.
Hold on. Let me pause.
All right, shortcake.
My goodness, you're making this difficult. Okay. No, I didn't.
Ellywick, settle down.
It wasn't me.
All right. So yeah, you guys are pushing forward.
Guys, everybody be on the lookout. We obviously know there's something around us, but I think if we don't get there, if we don't make it there before night, we're in a worse position than we would be if we just stood here.
Could we try to call out to it? Would anybody be offended if we asked who that was?
Hey, anybody out there? I yell.
And you hear back, run. Almost sing-song like, and you see the red streak again.
What's so punny?
Do I recognize this red streak?
You would recognize it now. It was very obviously right in front of you.
What do I recognize it as?
You reckon? I just told you. When I muted the microphone. You recognize it as a red cap.
That's what I was thinking.
Like
No,
a
it's
mushroom?
not a mushroom. Here, I'll just hand the book to you. The voice and the creature disappear again into the forest swamp around you. And again, you hear laughter.
Okay. Guys, we should form up. This thing might try and kill us.
What is it?
It's a red cat.
What's that?
It's a fey creature. They're kind of psychotic killers.
Awesome. What's the best way to kill it?
Like most things, stab it to death works pretty well.
I like that. Do I have light on both my swords?
Ooh, that would be cool.
Can I hide?
Do we have time for the cantrips to go on swords?
Yeah, he's not doing anything right now. He's just running around you laughing.
No, I'm saying, did you have time to enchant both my swords?
So looking at it again, if I cast it on one of your swords, which I did, then the other light disappears. So you have light on one of your swords, and that's about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you touch one object.
Yeah, I didn't realize that before. I apologize.
Oh, well, I'm going to make as big of sweeps around the path as I can, so sort of entering the one with the sword and entering the other side with the sword and lead as we continue on. I'm assuming we're continuing on, right? Or are we just going to sit here and wait for something to maybe or maybe not attack us?
I'd say we soldier on, but in a defensive formation.
Maybe we should strike up a torch in the back.
I've got torches, so
I'll move towards the back of the line and
Okay.
pull out a torch and light it.
I continue on my path, and obviously what I'm going to be doing is, looking all around as I'm moving each way, trying to identify what's going on.
Okay, so you're continuing forward?
Yep.
As you continue forward, you start to see what is clearly a swamp. Bullywug tracks obviously appear in front of you. It's hard to tell which way they're going, but the trail very obviously enters an encampment. It's very primitive. Let me move you.
Are there lights at this encampment?
Yeah,
lights?
there are very low lights at this encampment. Hold on, let me move you.
Should probably not enter right away. We should probably.
That's not the right one. Pretend you never saw that.
We should probably use some sort of discretion and have some people gain us some information on what might be going on, assuming that the red cap is not still around.
This is as close to a swamp as you get. Yes, you see lights and such. Low
See any
lights.
people, any living things at all?
You hear the sound of whips, and you hear grunts. Zerevex, you would recognize this as a master telling to his slave, "Harder, work harder." And then you would hear, and everyone hears the whimper and cry of a creature that's been whipped.
Why would I recognize that?
That seems like something I would recognize.
The only one of you to speak bullywug is Zerevex.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
So there's that. Liam, you do recognize this very clearly as a whip. and you're having moments now. Yeah, you're having a moment. How do you feel?
I mean, it's just a whip. It could be pretty much anything at the moment, right?
It could be sexy.
It's one dice. It's just a little bit bigger than the other
It
dice.
could be a person whipping a horse. It could be a person practicing whip tricks.
Horses don't whimper, they whinny.
Yeah. Yeah, but you very clearly had heard the whimper. Are you continuing
Oh,
up?
yeah.
I think we should wait and send Zerevex in once he turns back into a bullywug.
Bullywug?
Get whipped?
I think there may be slaves up.
Well, maybe the
Slaves or other,
bullywogs are whipping.
I think there may be slaves or other tortured creatures up ahead. We should soldier on and free them.
I'm with you.
I agree.
And I start charging forward.
Alright.
As I do.
Is that really the best course of action? Shouldn't
Probably
we figure
not.
out what's going on up there first?
I mean, you can send Lart to go scout around but it sounds like there's oppression going on. Some of you guys care about that. I don't really care either way, but whatever.
Right, but I think charging into an unknown situation is going to get us all killed.
All right, well, screwed up last time, so I will
It-
default to whatever you guys want me to do.
Although I do not enjoy the thought of waiting and giving them any more moments of incarceration, I guess. I suppose that it might be prudent to form a course of action and attack from the best angle.
Well, also, if this is where the bullywugs are, don't we need their help to turn Zerevex back into, normal?
Well,
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
don't
we
know who's
think they can
enslaving
help.
who.
We don't know if they can actually help.
Yeah, for all we
Right,
know.
I'm just saying going into a situation where we have no idea what's going on and going in with like our swords pulled out seems like a very bad idea for multiple reasons.
It always works for me as long as people are around to heal me, but okay.
Is the red cap still around?
You don't hear anything at this point.
That's
All
good.
right.
Lart, do you want to go
hang back?
search around the camp and see if you can see anything?
I think Zerevex was trying to talk. I couldn't quite hear him.
Said, how about you guys hang back and I will go up there and see what's going on and relay back to you guys. I figure if I at least show them the statue, if there are the bullywugs there, they'll leave me alone to begin with.
Unless you're meant to be a...
Okay, but be careful.
All right. Can I try and stealthily go up there as well?
Sure, roll me a check for stealth.
I do get, what do you call it, disadvantage because I am in heavy armor.
Before he goes, can I cast guidance on him?
Sure.
Yay.
What's other cat?
Yep.
So he gets to add a D4.
Oh,
If he wants to.
he did.
Yeah.
Apparently he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured why not. Let's see if I could actually stealth.
So you did stealth before the one, and after the one you still did stealth. So you're trudging up. It's very obvious and loud. You can hear as you pull your boots out of the mud. You can hear the suctioning of them back down.
I didn't go in swords blazing.
Yeah, you'd be all squishy.
This way we can ambush them, I guess.
Yeah, with sucking
come out
sounds
to
from our
attack
obvious
Zerevex.
steps.
All right, so what do I see as I move up?
So as you make your way forward, you see ramshackle wood buildings, and you also see what looks like 7 bullywugs, each with collars attached to a leash that a larger bullywug is holding. That bullywug has a whip and is whipping each of them as they are scrambling for worms in the mud, or grub in the mud. At that point, they do not. The big bullywug is very focused on watching the little bullywugs, And the little bullywugs are very focused on getting grub before they get whipped.
Okay, well, as he's clomping forward, I say, Odin's beard, next time let's not send the elephant in. Have a rogue.
Are you yelling it, or are you just
No,
saying?
I'm quietly saying to the rest of the group, we're all hanging back and letting Tromps-a-lot go.
Take one inspiration for this experience.
Right.
Alright, so what is everybody doing? The people that are holding back, then we'll go back to Zerevex.
You said there's a bit of encampment and stuff around, right?
Yep.
Can we kind of look at the houses, take a gander, and see what we perceive from them?
From where you're at, you wouldn't see anything other than that they are structures. You would have to be at least where Zerevex is in order to perceive anything.
Is there like a wall around this encampment or anything like that? Or
It is. Like, as creative as my art gets today. Yeah, so imagine a pipe wall, the type that you generally see in movies and such. And then imagine pretty primitive tents and such propped up in the center. They look, some of them are tents, some of them are huts.
so we could sneak up along the wall without too much difficulty without them seeing us?
Correct.
Let's do that so we can be somewhat near Zerevex
Sure.
as he walks in.
Can we go sneakily?
You can all roll for stealth if you want.
Ooh, I like rolling for
All
stealth.
right.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Holy crap, that worked way better than I thought it was.
Oh, it's almost like you're going out of a tree or something.
Just as a question, so I know how things work. Since we're in the swamp, are we technically in the forest?
Swamps are different biomes, I think.
Or
Swamp.
I think the swamp is a different biome.
Or are we in Fern Gully? Because that's what it looks like for you.
that's what I'm asking.
But it's wet. That's the important thing.
There's water.
Plus, I really like this picture. It's really nice. It reminds me of...
I'm actually asking for reasons. Like,
No, you're in a swamp.
okay.
Sorry, Nicole, not to, yeah.
I'm just wondering about the technicalities, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, I kind of rushed to put this picture in, so.
Ariel's a damn ninja. Look at that.
I like the picture. I want to keep it.
Go for it. I don't know if you can take it from Roll20 or not.
Probably not.
Doesn't look like it.
Okay, so those who failed their stealth would be ellywick, falafel, and lark. You guys are suction cupping your way around as well, sludging. You can you can very clearly hear you. Moros, Mariel, and Liam, you are all trudging lightly, and while you can hear a little bit of suction cupping of your feet, it's not nearly as noticeable as the others.
Okay.
Next time we have a wizard with Tensor's floating disk.
Only you did. It's like someone didn't choose that.
Well, I can't, so...
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, are we going to try to free people, or what's our goal here? What are we going to do? I mean, we're around a wall. What do we hope to accomplish?
Aren't we waiting for Zerevex to
Yeah, I was
come
going to say,
back?
I vote that once Zerevex is free, we try to free the slaves. Who we don't really know who they are yet, but they're slaves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I-
seem happy, which is why they're whipping people. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
we just don't know.
do we notice a master? Do we notice any main character, any main person that we might need to approach? Actually, hang on, real quick. How big? You've seen Zerevex be a bullywug.
Mhm.
How? What is his size and stature compared to masters and the slaves that we see before us?
He is directly in between them, whether it's due to nourishment or other means. You would say that if you put them in a line, it would be small bullywug, Zerevex, big bullywug.
Zerevex is big bullywug?
No.
In the middle.
Bullywug.
Well, it's a 50-50 chance. I mean, they may put him as a slave. They may, listen to him. We don't even know what he can get out of this.
But he's still a human right now.
That's true.
I think we should just wait for him to get back to us and keep an eye on him to make sure he doesn't get in trouble.
Right.
That's why we're around the corner, right?
Toaster?
Dryer.
Dryer.
Bread?
Oh, speaking of dryer.
You feel the doughy sense of bread surround you.
Back to you. So you're standing there, you see this site before you. One master controlling smaller bullywugs, or one big bullywug and smaller bullywugs. What are you thinking? What you gonna do?
All right. Do I see anything else there? Or is it just the one there controlling the smaller ones?
There are a few other sets, but that one is the one closest to you. The others look like they're building lean-tos or huts. There is one bullywug that has two other small bullywugs just pouring water over itself as it stands up and is, kind of just basking in the water that is being poured over it. All the ones that are with whips or basking, they are large bullywugs. None of them look at you. They are completely caught up in what they're doing.
All right, then I'm going to head back out to go meet up with them to let them know of what I've seen inside.
You're going to meet up with who? The party?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I need to roll to stealth back out or?
Nope, they're not paying any attention to you.
All right. Okay, well, I'm going to relay to everyone the information that, or do I even notice them when I go out, or
You
would stealth around?
they've moved a little bit, but you would probably still notice them.
Okay. So I relay to them what I've seen, where there's multiple large ones and a bunch of small ones, kind of being pretty much controlled by them.
How many large ones?
How many? Was it 4?
Yeah, you notice 4 large ones and then maybe 12 small ones.
Okay. So the 4 large ones, definitely larger than me. So.
Approximately where are they? Would they be easy to take out one at a time without alerting the others, or do we have to attack them en masse?
I think they're all a little too close to get one at a time.
Yeah, but they didn't even notice you, did they?
Why do you want to attack them immediately? Don't you want to find out how you can change yourself?
Didn't even
Well,
think
there's a
about that.
there's a smaller bullywugs, right?
Yep.
Which are slaves. So if we free them, they will probably be more enthusiastic about aiding us.
We don't know if that's just their culture, though.
Zerevex,
Maybe that's how you grow up.
Did you
in
see
bullywug
the
culture.
whole encampment, or did you just see a little bit of it?
You saw a small portion.
So there could be more.
Well, he would have to tell you he saw a small portion.
Could be a lot more in there. I only saw the 4 and then the 12 smaller ones. But
Maybe we should try to capture just one and figure out what's going on. You can speak to them, right?
I can understand them. I could try and speak to them.
I still cannot believe the small ones would not thank us for freeing them from the tyranny of the larger ones.
Might, or maybe, as ellywick said, if that's their system, that for some, I mean, they may have Stockholm syndrome and think, oh, hey, they're taking somebody that we love or whatever and report us and alert the alarm. What if we try? Okay, so are there any groups that are isolated enough that we could focus on one group? Did you see any one group that was enough by itself that we could take care of it?
I don't know the layout of the camp, Karen.
You would say that they were all close enough that you wouldn't be able to just take one out.
Okay. So under no circumstances would we be able to get one by themselves. I think if we alerted one of them, they'd all see and react.
Okay, so here's my plan, which I'm sure you're gonna hate, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I say we kill 3 out of the 4, take one of the masters for questioning, and corral the other slaves just in case they don't want us to.
Seems awfully harsh.
Yeah.
And all of this information.
We could
And
try talking
you're
to
just
them.
going to get us killed.
I could try and talk to them first.
Yeah, I'm thinking that might be a better plan.
The slavers
So a
do not
human's gonna
deserve
go
to
ahead and
live.
walk into a slave camp and try to talk to some bullywugs, even though you can understand them. That sounds great. I mean, different plan.
Could we explore
Does
the
anyone
areas?
else seem to notice that Liam is very set on killing people in this case?
I'm not Liam.
I know, you seem to always want to kill people.
I think I should just go in, try and talk to them, and have you guys all be ready in case it goes bad.
Is there a sign you want to that we want to decide on for us to come in towards blazing?
If you see me draw my sword, I think that's a good indication.
Will you be
Fair
within
enough.
vision? Do you want to wait until you change? Is there a possibility that you might change? Do you think that would help the situation or worsen it?
I have no idea.
Maybe you should rub the statue, see what happens.
You never know. You could always just try chucking the statue and see if it all goes back to normal.
I thought we tried that.
Yeah, but we're now in bullywug territory. It could actually work. Or a wonderful, glorious goddess could be messing with us.
I must say that I'm with Morose on this one. I think we should eliminate as many of the slavers as we can and take one hostage in order to figure out what's going on.
You don't think we should talk to them first?
We'll talk to the one that lives.
I think that's a horrible idea and will upset balances.
Why are you so set on killing these people? Or bullywugs, not people, but you know what I'm saying.
You do seem different than normal.
They are slavers. They do not deserve to live.
This may be their culture.
Their culture can burn in a fire.
Light a paintboard.
Well, it's Zerevex's curse, so I think we should go with what Zerevex wants.
How long is it until night?
You would guess probably 5 hours. Not 5 hours. You're probably 1-ish now, so yeah, 5 hours.
All right,
Zerevex?
I'm
That
just
what
gonna
you
go in.
wish?
I'm gonna go in and try and talk to the first one that was there.
Okay. We will be here and keep an eye for your signal.
Real quick, before he goes, can we see if there are any like bells or alarms or anything that could alert the greater portion if he doesn't do it well?
One of you would have to look, yeah. But you'd have to kind of go around the wall.
I'm sorry, what was that?
One of you can look, but you'd have to go around the wall to see it.
How tall is
Up
the
to
wall?
the, what?
How tall is the wall?
7 foot.
So could one of the more stealthy creatures hop up on Morose's shoulders and see some things?
Yeah.
Got you.
Hey, Lark, do you want to come on my shoulders and see any type of alert system?
Sure. Do I need to roll like an agility or anything?
I have really good acrobatics, so I could definitely help her.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast guidance on both of them if I can.
Okay, so he'll do acrobatics and he'll help you, so you'll get advantage on acrobatics. So you get the 19. And then are you going to use guidance as well?
You don't need to use it if you don't want to.
Yep, I'm just asking if you want to use it or not.
No, I'm good.
So you're able to hop up onto Morose's shoulders and look over the pike fence. What you see are, again, the bullywugs and their respective groups. What you also see is that on every large bullywug, there is a large bell. And that bell doesn't appear to lead to anywhere in particular, but they all have the same large bell. Not like a cowbell. Don't think cowbell.
Too late, cowbell.
More cowbell.
Don't think cowbell.
They all have bells around their necks.
Not around their necks or on their waist.
Around their
Not
waist.
like cows. Don't think cows.
Well, she said next, so I'm going to focus for next if I have to try to kill something.
Is
We
one
may
of
need to eliminate them quickly.
Yeah, so the problem is if our little, diplomacy effort doesn't work, we're probably going to get made. So we're around a wall or whatever, and a portion of the whole camp. Is there any way that we can? So does the wall go around the entire camp, or just around a little bit that we?
As far as you can see, it's all wall.
Okay. There's probably no way we can get to the
Zerevex, how
exits.
bad is your curse anyway?
He seems to be getting to it.
Okay.
The
Here's-
wall goes how far away is the question? Like, is it, 100 feet? Is it 200 feet? Is it farther?
What was the first part of your question?
How far does the wall extend? Can we, or can whoever's standing up, Lark, see that?
They would not. It would still go on as far as their vision would let them see. Yeah, that's the answer.
Okay, here's what I suggest as a tactical plan. Our two archers need to be aiming at two of the groups. I can be ready to rush another group, and the last group is the one that Zerevex should talk to. If there's any alerting going on, we all need to act at the same time. Eliminate the threat. Just the master bullywugs. If the slaves want to attack us or do something to us, we can deal with that after. But we need to eliminate this alert if it happens. Just be in place to do so. That's what I suggest.
So are we just cutting their bells off?
Bells had the same thing.
That's actually what I was thinking.
But I think we need to be set up to handle whatever happens if it doesn't go.
Sounds like a plan.
I agree.
All right.
Smart thinking, Moros.
Yeah. So I would tell the two archers to get on either side of the focus, like aim super hard at the two furthest ones. I'm going to get on the right side of the entrance and just focus my attention on the rightmost group. And then I would say, Zerevex, head forth and try to do your diplomacy on the closest leftmost group.
Should we be
Everyone
splitting
agrees
up
with
this
that.
much?
Huh?
Should
What
we
is
be splitting up this much? I mean, what if the fight goes poorly for, let's say, you, and you're cut off from the rest of us and we're unable to help you?
Well, we haven't really split up. We're just at the entrance at this point. Although we should probably put equal resources on both sides of the entrance.
So, out of character and really quick. So the long story short is that Zerevex is going to try to talk to somebody, and you guys are going to try to snipe people.
No, only if it goes bad.
We're only going to try to talk to people if it goes bad.
No. We're going to send him in to try to talk to one person, but if it turns out to be some horrible thing, hopefully the archers can take out the furthest people, and I can rush in and take out the other close person, and then the other people can rush in and take out the other.
Do it. Cool.
But we want diplomacy to work, but we want to have a plan in place if diplomacy does not work.
No problem. It was hard to hear over my own.
And then if and when Zerevex is healed, then we can work on freeing the slaves.
Yeah.
For
And
understanding.
we
why
need to be prepared that the slaves may turn on us if they see their masters. Even though they've hurt them, they may turn on us. Be prepared for that.
Do not see why that would happen.
I'm going in.
All right, I'm gonna go to the right side. I tell Lark and Mariel to ready their weapons, or train their arrows on the two furthest people.
Okay. Zerevex, you're going in. What are you doing?
I am walking towards the first group that I saw. That whatever's closest to me is who I'm walking towards.
All right, so
You're going for
walking-
closest on the left. Ouch. was the plan.
Walking to the right.
God damn it. Okay, so I shuffle over to the...
You walked into a wall. No, so you're walking and you run into the group that was the master bullywug, or the large bullywug with the small bullywugs looking for grub. What are you gonna do? You run into obviously the small bullywugs first, and the master is very focused on them. As you approach, one of the small bullywugs looks at you, lets out a whimper, stops for just a half second, and then Master Bullywug responds with, "Whoa, what are you doing? Keep going." That's what you hear. Also, we're gonna have to end soon because my voice is hurting, and I learned that just now, trying to do that voice.
Okay. Can I try and talk to the further away, the master, I guess?
Sure, you can try talking to the master. What are you gonna say?
Hail there. I'm trying to find a cure for a curse that I've come upon.
Is that it?
Yeah, at the moment.
Okay. And he responds with, "No time for that. I've got to get grubs."
Can I pull out the statue and try and get his attention?
Sure. You pull out the statue, and all these small bullywugs and the large bullywug just stare at it in awe. And the large bullywug actually just points in a direction of a large hut that has a few added animal bones and different animal carcasses around it, different colored pots and such on all of its around it. This is obviously a tent of importance.
All right, can I start walking towards where he pointed?
You are now beyond 35 feet away from your party. It's my version of
He seems to be moving inside. What do we do?
We should follow.
I want to just... To the camp, swords blazing? I thought that's what you were against.
I don't think we should go in swords blazing. I think we should just follow and stay close. They didn't seem to attack or anything and seemed focused. So
I think this is his
Select some grub for him.
Okay. Well, sure.
So you guys are all just standing outside still?
Do you guys want to... Does everybody want to go in?
Nope.
I would love to go in, assuming we free the slaves.
I don't think that's the best course of action.
I don't think so right now.
I think we need to
I
just
like killing shit.
close. I think we need to be close for the sake of Zerevex. He's our
agree.
number one priority of keeping safe.
I'll agree with you for now.
Okay. Go. Start walking into it.
I'm gonna hold
So
back.
we're going into the camp?
I'm going to start walking towards the tent. I don't want to go into the tent. I just want to be around it. Close to it.
I'm following Morose. I'm too
And
concerned.
I do not have my swords out. I don't want to appear hostile, but I am on edge.
I'll hang out with Morose. Seems like a good plan.
Yeah.
Like,
None of
get
my
more
religion
information
wrong,
on what's
right?
going on.
So Morose and Liam are hanging out. How nice.
Wait, what?
We can still see them from, if we're staying back, we can still see Morose and
Actually,
Liam
yeah.
and ellywick at this point, right?
I would suggest to the two archers, hang back and to just watch and see if you can help if things go wrong. If Bread Boy wants to stay back too.
How far is this tent from where we're standing?
It would be about 65, 70 feet away from you.
Okay.
I think you should just trust us that we can take care of Zerevex, but you guys need to focus on the masters. Red life. Yeah, Yeah, so I'm just going to try to get around. I want to be around the tent so I can maybe hear what's going on, but I don't want to enter.
So everyone is entering the encampment.
No.
No.
That's what I was trying to get everyone to do.
Me and Morose are going in, and
And
And Liam.
And
Liam.
Liam.
Yeah.
That's gonna confuse me.
Should choose a different name.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, you almost ended up Townie Langley. Think you knew
Wait,
that.
something Ling Ling? I totally would have gone into
Stars are
Ling Ling the entire
blue.
time.
No, it's Townie Langley. Langley. All these have Lees in them.
At least you're
You
not.
were just gonna call me a townie like automatically?
It makes you a Townie for everyone everywhere. Like, who's that? Oh, it's just Townie.
I'm wounded.
All right, so what's going on?
The people that are going forward, are you going to try to catch up with Zerevex before he goes in, or what's going on?
yeah,
You are?
yeah. As we see
wanna
him,
go.
I say Zerevex, hey, we'll be outside the tent. You need us holler.
So as you guys are approaching, you see the big bullywug yell at one of the small bullywugs and say, "Hey, get back to work!" and completely backhand the small bullywug. There is now blood streaming from the nose, and the small bullywug doesn't say a word and just gets back to work looking for grubs. Any reaction from you guys?
I cringe about it, but I stay focused on being there for Zerevex. I
Yeah.
know that if we need to, we will move forward, but I'm feeling less friendly towards this whole system.
I plan on some slaughter, but I really just don't care at this point. Focusing on Zerevex, make sure he's safe.
How close would I be to that large one that just backhanded the small one at that point in time?
You're about 20 feet away.
How far am I from this person? I'm at the entrance still.
You're 65 feet away.
65 feet, you say?
I'm not looking for
I'm
you.
going to continue on towards the hut that he pointed at.
I guess I can't understand them, but can I shout at the bullywug to cut that out, or I will cut him down?
Sure, you can do that.
Yeah, let's blow our cover. That's cool.
That sounds like a good plan.
Don't do that.
I like him.
Liam, stay calm.
How far away from the hut am I?
You're right at the hut.
All right. Can I go inside?
You just asked if you can go inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, you cut out at the end. Yeah, you can enter.
All right. I'm going to go inside the hut.
Is anybody else entering?
Can we just keep an eye on him from the doorway? Is it like a door, or is it a...
I say we guard the door, like get as close to the door as possibly here inside, but not in case our presence angers somebody. Not that I would know.
So, do I know anything about the bullywug religion or anything like that?
You would not have heard of bullywugs before. You would be very familiar with the bells that are around the waist of the bullywugs. You've seen those before. And you also would be familiar with the general setup. But you have very specifically seen those bells before.
Okay, where?
In your IM. Right this moment as already. Hold on.
Would I know anything about it? Because I know I knew what bullywugs were. Or...
I believe the only one that actually knew was Mario.
Oh, okay.
What do I know about it, if anything?
Hold on. Who asked what now?
Do I know anything about this setup?
This is common of bullywug culture. You know that this is just kind of how they are. They segregate their people into the large and the small. That's what you recognize now. You have anything else
Okay.
specifically, or?
No, that was.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to say that my headache is getting worse and my throat hurts more, so I think we're gonna call it quits for the night. I'm also just having a hard time focusing, so if it's okay with everybody, do you mind if we end short?
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.